Hey everybody, I'm Matt Weafer, Executive Chef at the Campbell Club. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen. Today we're going to do Creole shrimp over some smashed potatoes, and I'm going to show you, I got this local green onion from Cecil Farms here. One of the things people don't typically use on this onion is the white part. They only use the green part, or vice versa. I'm going to use the whole thing. I like to cook with the white part and garnish with the green part and treat it as an herb, and it brings a nice different kind of green floral flavor to it. So I'm just going to knock off the root here, give a little slice on my onion on the white, go all the way up into the light green as well. I'm going to get this over here in my pan with a little bit of butter and olive oil. I add the olive oil in with the butter just because I'm going to cook at a high temperature and I don't want the butter to brown. The oil helps raise the temperature of the butter so it doesn't, so it won't brown. Anyway, get that onion going. I'm going to add garlic and rosemary. Just minced fresh rosemary. This is the flavor, the main flavor of our sauce is all going to infuse slowly into the butter and the oil, and the flavor of the rosemary and the garlic is just going to envelop the shrimp really well. I don't want it to go too long, so I'm not looking to brown anything. Just want to cook it until it's translucent, and the flavor, the smell just jumps right out of the skillet. Go with my shrimp. Shrimp cook pretty quickly. They'll turn pink as soon as they start cooking. Then they start to curl inside on themselves, and that's when you know that you're really cooking. But if you go too far and they curl into a circle, then you're overcooked. I like to go kind of slow with my shrimp. If you cook it a little bit slower, it doesn't get quite as tough. A little salt, a little bit of pepper. I'm not going too crazy on the salt because I'm getting ready to add some salty juices to it with this Worcestershire. Just a little, and the Tabasco as well. Don't stand too close to the skillet when you add that Tabasco. It'll burn your nose in a second. I've got just heavy cream here. You can also use half and half or milk and thicken it with a little bit of flour if you're trying to watch the calories, but I'm going for delicious right now. So I'm just going to let these guys simmer a little bit, reduce down. Now when it starts to get a little bit thick, that's the thing about heavy cream. When you cook it, you cook the water out, it thickens up and sweetens up. Right now you can see it's already turned a little bit of brown from the Worcestershire and the Tabasco, and like I said, the smell is just such a strong, good, delicious smell of the heavy cream, of the rosemary and the garlic. It smells awesome. It's a shame you can't smell it right now. But once it gets thick, I'm going to add the green part of the onion in at the end because I like the texture of it and I like the flavor to stay a little bit brighter, because the other onion will cook down and breaks down a little bit and just kind of washes into the sauce. That way you get 2 tiers of onion flavor on it. So here we go, we're getting thick. I'm going to go ahead and add the greens of the onion. It'll help maintain the color too, because if you cook the greens of the onion too long, sometimes they tend to turn brown. You can already see the bubbles forming, it's thickening up, it's getting a little bit darker around the edges. That means we're getting good. You see the shrimp have closed in. What's that? Look at that, just under a minute or two. That's all it takes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and plate these bad boys. I like to use a wooden spoon when I'm making cream sauces, because sometimes that metal on metal can work against the skillet and bring out a metal flavor in your sauce. I've just got a nice little rustic smashed potato in here. Got a little bit of garlic and rosemary in the potatoes as well. Just load it on top. Load it up. The sauce is going to mix into the potatoes and make the potatoes taste even better as well. I'm going to go ahead, cut off the dry part of the onion and add a few more. I like to slice them thin. It doesn't come out that strong, so don't be afraid if you don't like onions. It still blends really nicely into it. You got that? All right. There we go. It's Cajun shrimp over a smashed potato. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen on Hometown TV. I'm Matt Weafer at the Campbell Club. Enjoy.